Okay, in class, we worked on finding the equation of a line given a point and slope. One way that you can do this, so notice it gives us that the point 2132 is on a line with slope 1.5, and I did give you the homework link. If you go into the homework link, it gives you the hint that you can use Desmos. You can put in your tables. So I could put in 2132. And then they told me I can use my slope. So I'm going to go backwards because in order to write an equation, I have my slope, I need my y-intercept. So remember, in y equals mx plus b, we need our slope and we need our y-intercept. And we're given a point, so we're going to work backwards. So I got to go backwards to where this line crosses the y-axis. So I'm going to put 20 and I'm going to subtract 1.5, which is 30.5. And then I go 19 and 29 and so on and so forth. This is going to take me a while, right? So there is another way to do this that we talked about in class, that we could use the equation. So remember, dealing with y equals mx plus b, we're going to plug in the things we know. Right now, we know that the x coordinate is 21. The y coordinate is 32. How do I know that? Because x and y, when you do a coordinate point, that first one is always your x coordinate, that second one is always your y coordinate. And my slope is 1.5, which is the m in here. So I'm going to plug in the things that I know. So instead of y, I'm going to put 32 because that's my y coordinate, equals, instead of m, I'm going to put in 1.5. Instead of x, I'm going to put in 32. Then plus b. And now I'm going to solve for b. So this is like solving an equation. Oops, sorry, this should be 21. So now I have to solve for b. So I'm going to multiply 1.5 times 21. I still have 32 is equal. And if you take a calculator, multiply 1.5 times 21, you're going to get 31.5 plus b. Okay. And to solve for b, I'm going to subtract 31.5 from both sides. So minus 31.5. I'm going to move this over. And on this side, minus 31.5. This is our solving equations that you should be comfortable with. Okay. And I'm going to get 0.5 is equal to b. So that's the way that you can use your equation. So then when I go to write my equation, I'm going to write it over here. Y is equal to, and now I know what my slope is. I was given that, 1.5 x plus 0.5. Now when I go to find a point, I could pick any of those points off that graph, but I could pick any. Remember, this is like directions on if I'm given an x, how to find a y. So I could pick any number that I want to plug in for x. So I'm going to pick 4. And so to find my y, I'm going to do y is equal to 1.5 times 4 plus 0.5. You can pick any number. I know that 1 times 4 is 4, half of 4 is 2. So y is going to equal 6 plus 0.5. So my y coordinate would equal 6.5. So what I just found out is that when my x is 4, my y coordinate is 6.5. So another point on this line would be 4 and 6.5. Okay. Which method did I use? I used, you can make a table, you can make a graph, you could use the equation. So that's really for you to talk about. Okay.